and gentlemen, 934, Big 550 KTRS. And the Macho Man in studio is our good friend Charles D'Angelo, who is a weight loss coach to the stars. He's also a weight loss coach to a lot of people. I want you someday, Charles D'Angelo, to add up how much weight you've helped people lose.
It would be an inordinate amount of weight. I know many of my clients have lost 100, 200, 250.
Yeah.
I have a client now that's over 300 pounds down.
I've worked with you, and I have lost at least 675 pounds. Not all at the same time. I've gained 422 with you, but I've lost 600.
Now, what does that say about the environment and about how challenging an issue this is? When you know what you need to do,
Right.
but you find it difficult to do what you know because of your peers and because of the things around you.
Well, we were kind of joking off the air. People eat their feelings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's such an emotional issue. And I always tell people that's really my focus is it's not a dietetic program that I'm approaching this with. I'm kind of like a Trojan horse with people. They think they're coming in to see me because they want to lose weight. But in reality, what we do is we uncover what's really propelling them to break the agreement they have with themselves, doing what they know they should do repeatedly. So once we uncover what is it that causes them to break those good habits, then we can begin to install a new pattern. Because ultimately, it's not your history, it's not your heredity, it's not anything other than the script, that little story you tell yourself
Right.
that allows you to break that agreement. Before I came on, you guys were talking about Thanksgiving and saying that you were looking forward to the pies and everything else. And most people will use rationalization when that time comes. They'll start telling themselves, you'll say to yourself, well, it's just Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving and you've blown it, you say, well, Christmas is just around the corner.
Right.
And then Christmas comes, and then it's, well, New Year's Eve is next week. So you continually move that marker. And often, I'm not surprised. When people come to me, they have to really confront reality and honesty. And I try to do it in the most elegant way I can. I try not to be hurtful when I tell people that it's really their choices that are determining where they are. I have a lot of people that have had a traumatic history, people that have been molested, people that have been emotionally and physically abused, and because of that, they found solace in food. And I know I was one of them. I was 360 pounds as a teen. But the reality is your history doesn't have to be your future if you're willing to change your choices.
Make it part of your story, not part of your what's the phrase? Make it part of your story, not part of your excuse.
Well, you can definitely either use your story to perpetuate bad choices, or you can use it to propel yourself forward, determining or depending on how you determine its meaning. If you say that because of what happened, that's why I'm going to be 400 pounds all my life,
right.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. The other way you could say is, you know what, I'm not going to settle this way anymore.
Right.
I'm no longer going to let my life be subpar to what I'm capable. And just yesterday, a report came out from the I think it's called the McKinsey Global Institute, and it reported that the cost of global obesity now is up to $2 trillion. That's the cost of violence, war, and terrorism across the globe combined.
I believe it.
Now, can you imagine the cost of that?
What's the one common denominator, if there is one, for many of your clients who have lost a tremendous amount of weight? What's the one thing, though, once they lose it, that keeps them going, that keeps their weight down?
I can answer that.
Go ahead.
Exercise and eating right.
Those are the mechanics. That's absolutely...
Yeah, that's the mechanics.
I'm no expert,
No,
but
it's-
they keep eating right and they keep exercising.
It's great. No, I'm going to tell you something really interesting because, Kelly, this is a wonderful point to bring up. I have a client who's lost 92 pounds, okay? Her sister went in because she did not elect to work with me. She went in for a lap band procedure. The sister did.
Right.
The sister didn't heed the doctor's warning and had to actually have the lap band removed. Huh. Now, that doctor said, your health is in such jeopardy, you're going to see a dietitian. I'm not a dietitian. Sends her to some dietitian. She goes to this dietitian, talks to the dietitian, then calls my client and says, oh my gosh, I have some news for you about your weight loss coach. And I just smile. I'm grinning ear to ear. I can't wait to hear what this person's going to say. And my client says, so my sister proceeds to tell me, she says the dietitian says she's working with one or two of your past clients who lost weight and they gained it back.
Yeah.
And my sister said to me, well, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to keep doing what he says. In other words, look, this is not some magic pill, some magic formula. And I'm one person that lost 160 pounds, and I've kept it off. And to answer your question, Kelly, the key to that is continually setting new goals for yourself. You can't become satisfied. Now, I'm not one of these people that you say you're never happy. I think you should enjoy the process, but you should continually re-energize yourself with invigorating goals, things that you want to move towards. So after you've lost the weight, you have to know the reason behind that. If you don't have a compelling reason of why you're doing it, so you fit into that size 6, or so you're able to go to your high school reunion and look better than you did back then. But then what? You have to have a much deeper why to stay consistent.
It cracks me up when people say, "Oh no, I did that diet, but." Once you're off the diet, it doesn't work anymore. Really? Is that right? Once I stopped driving, I stopped going anywhere. Once you drive there and then you stop, you don't get there.
I have a friend who does counseling to help people cease smoking. And he ran into one of his clients from about 5 years ago, and the client came up to him in the aisle and said, "Hey." And he recognized him, and he said, "Yeah." He said, "How you doing?" He goes, "I just want to let you know. You failed."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm smoking again." And my friend said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, after I worked with you and did that smoking program with you, I didn't smoke for 2 years, but then I went back to it." Well, my client's like, "Well, my friend's like, did you continue to practice what I told you?" He said, I didn't want to keep doing that. So this is like any other muscle, okay? If you don't condition the muscle, it's like going to a trainer and getting ripped and then saying, "You know what? I went back to eating McDonald's and Burger King and stopped working out, and I'm fat and it's your fault."
Right.
But as a culture, we're looking for someone to blame.
That's exactly right.
And to not take responsibility. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not here to be mean about it, but I'm here to say the only power that each of us has is in the meaning we're giving to what's happening to us. What we can't control what's going to happen.
It's so
but
true.
We can definitely control the meaning.
But it, and we got to go, Charles. But it isn't just weight loss. It's the job you want,
Absolutely.
the career you want, the family you want.
The relationship.
There's no magic pill. You got it.
Right.
There's a billion people would be easy to sell you a pill. If it were that easy, everybody
Everyone
would
would
do it.
be thin.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
you can
All right.
change your life. Just start taking action.
Phone number.
314-495-3228 or charlesdangelo.com.
He's a good one. And if you want to lose weight, follow what the man says. It works. Charles, have a good week. Happy
You
Thanksgiving.
too. Stay safe.
741 here, Big 5.